Hey guys, welcome back to Matlock's Toy Room Reviews. And today I just wanted to give you guys a look at one of the other collections I have, which is actually Star Trek. I'm not sure how many Trekkies are out there. Never really seen anybody do any Star Trek stuff on the tube, but I figured I'd go ahead and do one. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. I'm sure not everybody likes Star Trek, but it's just one of those shows that I've always loved. And they do have a lot of action figures out there. Unfortunately, they really never broke into any of the new style stuff. We don't really have any new great detail, great articulation style figures, which is unfortunate, but that's probably due to the fact that we don't have a new show on the air, and we haven't had one for a few years now. But hopefully if they ever remake a Star Trek show, we'll get some new figures for that. But there's a lot to cover as far as Star Trek goes. There's so many figures out there, and I'm pretty sure, if not all of them, most of them are made by Playmates toys. Most of the ones I've always owned are Playmates. I've never seen any other company carry the license. But there's a lot to look at. The figures, they cover all the shows, except for maybe Enterprise. I'm not sure if Enterprise got its own figures or not. But here we have mostly Star Trek The Next Generation, but I do have a few from Deep Space Nine. Unfortunately, I don't have any Voyager figures opened. I think I have some on Mint-On cards still, which I'll show those here in a little bit. And I don't have any of the original series figures opened either, but I have a lot. They're really cool figures. They're from the 90s. I think they were made from probably around 1990 to 95, 96 maybe. Maybe even started a little earlier, maybe even ran a little longer. I'm not a real expert on the line. Just figured I'd show you guys, give you guys a look. The cool thing about these figures is they all come with a different stand. Like these always have their name on them. The Klingons came with one with a Klingon logo. The Romulans with the Romulan logo, and so on. Most of them had their name on them, not all of them did. They all have peg holes. I'll just give you a quick look at the articulation. Usually you just get a swivel head, a swivel in the shoulder, probably just a joint in the elbow. He has a swivel in the bicep, a swivel in the waist, kind of those janky hip joints, and just a swivel in the knee. So, you guys remember the old 90s style articulation. I'm sure most of you do anyway. These are actually pretty good articulated for that time era. A lot of the stuff we got back then was really bad as far as articulation. And most of these figures are, an average size are about 4 to 5 inches. If you could see in the back row here, they released a line from one of the movies. I don't remember what line this is, but these are 6-inch figures. And then I believe the newest movie that just came out back in 2009, the Star Trek movie, those were 6-inch figures as well, which I don't have any of those shown right here, but I do have a few. But, they released so many different figures and characters, different species. This is a Cardassian, of course, comes with a Cardassian logo. Very awesome. And just so many characters, and then you got your different... like here is a Commander Riker. And they also released him with his battle damage. So you get stuff like that. So there's really a whole lot into the line. If you're going to collect this line, there's a lot of kind of variants and stuff to go with it. Here's a Romulan. Just a no-name Romulan. There's Romulan logo there. And I have a couple Borg back here, which the Borg have always kind of been my favorite. For some reason, I always kind of like them. This is actually the same figure, but they have interchangeable parts and stuff, so I put different arms on them. So it's pretty cool. They come with the Borg logo, which is awesome. So just a really thorough line and tons of accessories. Tons of figures. Like I said, all of them come with stands, which is just awesome because, they have really crappy articulation, like I said. If you see his legs, like, he's supposed to stand with that bent knee. So, I mean, It's kind of janky, and some of them don't stand up real well, so the stands really come in useful if you're going to display them. But very awesome. And I'm going to take just a quick camera break, and I'm going to show you some of the accessories that these guys come with and just kind of what that's about. Alright guys, and now you're looking at a giant pile of crap. These guys came with tons of accessories. Like each figure, you know, has just a slew of accessories. So once you get a collection going, you just got tons of stuff. You get some different kind of beasts. Sometimes you get some different creatures and stuff, which is awesome. This looks like a Targ or whatever. It came with a Cleon. Very cool. You just get so much different stuff. They got these cool little display pieces. Comes with just like one of the little table laptop type monitors. You get a bunch of those with different figures. And this looks like it was from Deep Space Nine, one of the little table computers. Tons of different like kind of packs that they wear. It's got all their equipment in it. Different kind of phasers and guns. Really cool stuff. Some different hand phasers, different sizes. Some of these are bigger for the big figures, while they have smaller ones. And of course the different types of phasers that are out there. You get all the different communicators. Some of them are the older style like this. And you got all kinds of different stuff. Here's one of the Klingon weapons. Very cool. The backlift or whatever it's called. I thought this was cool. I actually just found this today. I forgot about this. This is the 3D chess game that they play in the show. Here's a couple other parts. Like here's some stuff for the Borg. Like you can change out some of the arm pieces and stuff. Here's another hand. Some kind of little arm piece. Here's a little crazy serving tray with a cup on it. Cup's removable, just kind of sticks in there. I don't know what other piece goes on there, but I think I still have it. And then they have like little desk display items. Like here's a little mini mock of the Enterprise. Which, if you had like a cool little desk set up for like the captain or whatever, you can set that up. Just all kinds of cool stuff, little crystals and stuff. And some of them have these cool little medic packs. There's a couple different ones. I think I got different colors. There's a gold, a silver, and a blue that I have of these. And it's got like the little data pad in there, which is pretty cool. I like that. I like it when little stuff opens up and, you know, accessible to other stuff. There's just so much different stuff, tricorders and everything. You know, it's from the 90s. Not all of the stuff has the best detail. You know, some of these weapons are just a big hunk of plastic. You know, it's just molded brown plastic or whatever. But, you know, stuff like the computers, they have the decal in there, and I think that's pretty cool looking. And just a lot of cool accessories that they came with. They came with so much stuff. You know, you open up a figure and you get, you know, 6 or 7 different things in it. So that was always fun to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it for those. I do want to take a quick break, and I'm going to show you guys some of my Minton card figures. So just hold tight. Alright guys, and I'm back. I just wanted to kind of run through some of the other characters that I have and give you a look at the packaging of what they actually look like when you get them. I do have a couple of the original series figures here. This is Captain Pike, which I believe he was the original captain before Captain Kirk. I'm not sure. I'm not a big original series fan. Don't know too much about it. But you know, on the back shows some of the Next Generation figures they made, some of the Deep Space Nine, and the original series, and then Voyager. And like I said, I don't think Enterprise got any figures, but they may have. That was a little after my time from collecting these guys. I really don't buy any of these guys anymore. I'd like to, I guess, but it's just not a collection I really pursue right now. Another one from the original series. This is Garak, which is a Cardassian. I guess it's not the original series. This is just another line that they made, which was just called Star Trek. But he's actually from Deep Space Nine. You get a card in there. You can see comes with a couple accessories in there and some other stuff. He's got his battle stand behind him. It's very cool, and you get the different like cutout cards and stuff. If you want to keep their file cards. Now right here I got Spock. Very awesome to have him. Need to get a Captain Kirk, of course, just to get some of the main characters. And on to some of my Next Generation figures. I still have my Deanna Troi in the package. Which I've actually had that Deanna Troi since I was a kid. That's one that I actually kept in the package, which I didn't do much as a kid. There wasn't very many that made it like that. Another Next Generation. He's a Benzite. I guess his name was Mordock. Very cool. Very awesome. This shows a ton of the figures that were made. A lot of stuff. That's one thing I really like about the Star Trek line is they really got pretty extensive with some of the stuff. Unfortunately, I don't think they ever really made too many play sets. I think it would have been cool to have like a bridge play set and some different stuff. I know they made a transporter one, and I'm not sure if they made anything else, but I think that'd be pretty cool. Some of my Voyager stuff, which Next Generation is my favorite series, but Voyager is a close second. I think those two are just the ones from my childhood, so those are the ones that really stick with me. Those are my favorites. But here's Neelix, Talaxian, and most of these you get cards in, as well as accessories and stands. There's Harry Kim, very awesome. Of course, you got Tom Paris. And back here you got some of the main ones, which is Tuvok. Then you got Chakotay, and of course Catherine Janeway being the captain. But just a really thorough line that I feel doesn't get much playtime. A lot of people, I'm sure there's plenty of collectors that collect Star Trek, but I don't see too much on YouTube about it. I don't see too many Star Trek fans on here. Maybe a couple closet fans, but hopefully a couple of you guys enjoyed it. One or two of you guys out there liked this video. Hopefully I gave some of you guys an insight to the line. Maybe you'd like to collect it. It's it's not the most articulated or detailed like some of the new stuff we get, but it's a really cool line. For me, it's kind of nostalgic. Takes me back to my childhood, and it's something I always liked, which is Star Trek. So that's awesome. But hopefully eventually we get a new show, and along with that, some new detailed action figures, and even some classic characters from the older shows. That would be awesome. But anyways, that was just a look at the Playmates Star Trek line. Thanks for checking it out, guys.